up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am here to present my top 10 favorite horror movies of 2019. Let's get it started. Coming in at number 10, we have Countdown. Most of you hated this movie, but I kind of thought it was okay. There were a lot of jump scares they relied on, but I mean, a lot of movies are using jump scares now, but it effectively, what I liked about this was the ideal of an app that tells you when you predicts when you're gonna die was amazing. The characters were okay, the story was, I didn't really like the story, but this movie, some of the kills were amazing. Like that very first kill, she gets ripped up and falls down. She gets ripped up from her bathroom and falls down was amazing. I love that kill. That was one of the greatest kills of this movie. But yeah, Countdown was an amazing movie for 2019. I really enjoyed it. I mean, but it was just amazing. I loved it. And that's why Countdown was number 10. It was also PG-13, which you see a lot of these days. Not a lot, but effectively. That was number 10. Countdown, number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the Pet Sematary remake. Most of you hated this movie, and I see why. It was pretty dull, and some of the stuff in the original didn't happen. Like they killed off, spoiler alert, they killed off Ellie instead of Gage in this one. And well, it was mostly the same, except some of those scenes from the original weren't put in, and I see why people hated this, because it didn't tell its pacing well. It started off slow, pretty boring, and then it ramped up, and then ended on a really boring note. But I really enjoyed this movie. I saw it in theaters, and it had a lot of effective jump scares, like the one where Zelda dies in the dumbwaiter and she comes crashing down on Rachel was amazing. I love this movie, and I know most of you hated it, but it was pretty good too. Like the kids in the movie where they go down and they are about to do the burial, which is amazing, like the burial scene. Also, the alternate ending was pretty well. And all the bonus content was pretty good. It almost took them like 10 years to make this movie, which is amazingly long for a movie, considering it was in development hell for a while. But I love this movie really good, and it was one of the first movies of 2019 that I watched scary movies. And that's number 9, Pet Sematary. Coming in at number 8, we have Happy Death Day to You. And where do I start? This is pretty good. I love the original, and I love this one. The way that they did the time loop in this one, not just putting Tree, but also putting, forget his name, but the other dude in that was amazing. I loved how they pulled it off, and it was kind of a little confusing with the little time machine right here that they built, but it was okay. This was pretty good. I actually loved it. I didn't get to see this in theaters. I had to wait till I bought it on Blu-ray, but also I'd like to compliment the art on this Blu-ray. The little candle right here was amazing. I loved it, and it was amazing. And so I watched this movie, and it's pretty good, and I'm about to rewatch it too, but it's deja vu all over again, though. But the way that they put Carter and Danielle in this movie was pretty weird with the relationship, but that was an alternate universe, and I really like that they went to an alternate universe for this movie, and it was pretty good. Coming in at number 7, we have the Black Christmas remake of 2019. Where do I start? The original, amazing. Their 2006 remake, oh my god, I hated it, but I liked some of the kills. This one, it was mediocre. I liked it a little better than the 2006, but definitely different than the original. Sorority sisters being stalked by these dudes in the robes from another house. I cannot remember, but he uses black goo, which is really creative. I like the black goo idea where they use the black goo to control them. So I think it was Hawthorne, Hawthorne, I think, could go into their bodies. Was amazing. That was cool. But some of these callbacks for the original, like where she's wrapped in the saran wrap, which was pretty nice, but can't beat the original. This is number 7. I enjoyed it pretty well. I didn't get to see it actually did get to see this in theaters, I forgot. But this was actually pretty good. Better than 2006, definitely. Little, but nothing compared to the original. So that's why this comes in at number 7. Number 6, we have It Chapter 2. Clocking in at around 3 hours. This movie was pretty long to see in theaters, but I really loved it. They had Bill Skarsgård in the back as Pennywise. The original Loser kids did return from the 2017 movie, which was pretty cool. I love this movie. It was amazing. Pennywise's death, on the other hand, kind of weird. Turned him into a baby. Spoiler alert. But I did love how they executed this movie over the 2 hour. I think it ran for like 2 hours and 48 minutes, and then the credits were like 12 minutes. I can't remember for sure. But it was an epic conclusion to this. 27 years later, Pennywise resurfaced, and they opened with him killing the 2 dudes. Well, not killing the 2 dudes, killing the 1 dude, which was amazing. I loved some of the death scenes in this. It was amazing. They also did come back to some callbacks like Kiss Me Fat Boy. And using that against Penn was really cool back to the original. Still, it's hard to compare Tim Curry and Bill Skarsgård. I love them both. And It Chapter 2 comes in at number 6. Coming in number 5, we have The Child's Play remake. This was amazing. I love this movie. I saw it in theaters too, but seeing this was really cool. Mark Hamill voices Chucky in this. It was amazing. Some of the kills, like that watermelon, and where they scalped the dude and it landed on the gnome, that was pretty cool. Chucky's design in this movie was pretty creepy, but I love how creepy it is. It almost looks human. His face almost looks humanistic in some degree, which was really, really neat. This movie has been sick. And I loved the way they executed this, where Andy knew there was something up with Chucky, but nobody would believe it. It almost calls back to the original, where nobody believed them, that the doll is acting up and they think he's doing it. In the original, though, nobody believes the doll is alive. And, well, it goes haywire because that doll is alive. I love this movie. It's pretty good. I'd recommend it. Going on. Coming in at number 4, we have Ma. Where do I get started? Octavia Spencer in this movie kills it. Her performance kills in this movie. And I was kind of mad when she got overlooked for an Oscar in this performance, because this was amazing. I loved Ma. These kids want alcohol, so they asked this random woman, "Hey, will you buy me some alcohol?" And she's like, "Sure." So she buys them the alcohol, and then they go to her house and they party. Well, then they learn that she isn't what she seems. She's got a daughter that she forces to drive around in a wheelchair, which she is fine. And she kills a lot of people in this movie. Especially that one kill where she is about to cut the dude's pee-pee off, and that's just weird, but executed perfectly. It makes me think this woman is nuts, and I'd really like to see a sequel. Especially when she starts but one of the favorite parts, when she started messing with the dude's kids. That was amazing. And it turns out that she was wronged as a kid, which made her that way. Which is pretty cool. A hard time ranking the first 3, but coming in number 3, we have Ready or Not. Samara Weaving was love Samara Weaving in this movie. Was amazing. Premise is, she marries a dude, and in order to get into a family, she has to play a game. So they go and they play the game. For her game, she draws hide and seek. She thinks, oh, cool, hide and seek. She pretends around, but she soon learns that hide and seek has a twist, because they are hunting her with weapons, and the goal of the game is to kill her for a ritual. Because the ancestors made a deal with the devil. Is what I think. I think it's Mr. DePaul or whatever, but I just prefer him as the devil because he's the devil basically. And so they have to play a game, and if they draw hide and seek, the ritual requires a death. And at the end, they do not complete the ritual. Spoiler alert. And they all blow up, which is a really nice scene at the end. And then in number 2, we have Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Where do I get started? I love these books as a kid. I read them all. I own them all. And I was pretty excited when they decided, oh, we're gonna make a movie. By the way, there's a sequel in development. Can't wait for that. But let's get back to the movie. This movie was amazing. So good. I love the jump scares, the way they executed it. Made it PG-13, which was kind of scary for me, but this is amazing. I love it. This movie, the jangly man was a whole new thing. The stories twisted together. I love that. Harold's, oh my god, the design for Harold was amazing. Just like the design for Sarah Bellows, I loved her. She looked real, but ghostly real, which was amazing. Also, very much loved the design of the girl with the spider bite, because that was just like so realistic. That spider bite. And when they all started popping out and crawling on her face in the theater, we all just literally went, because that was so scary and so, I felt bad for the girl. And am I missing any monsters? Let me think. I don't think I'm missing any monsters. Let me see. Oh yeah, the toe creature and the white lady. The white lady. I don't want her giving me no hugs. Her design was amazing, and the toe creature, when they dragged him under the bed, spoiler alert, was pretty scary because that jump scare came out of nowhere. That's why Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is number 2 on the list of favorite horror movies of 2019. Coming in at number 1, we have Us. Jordan Peele, a great filmmaker. I enjoyed Get Out really well. And his follow-up to Get Out, Us. Oh my god, I love this movie. Getting stalked by your doppelgangers. That is pretty creepy, man. Not gonna lie, I don't even know how I'd be my own doppelganger. But the main character in this film, Adelaide, and her family go to the beach house. And she is scared to return to the beach. We learn that Adelaide had an encounter with her doppelganger. Not gonna spoil the rest right now. So we go through the movie seeing how Adelaide is shaken up about her doppelganger, thinking that it's coming back for her. And finally, the doppelgangers do come. Favorite line in the movie: "There's someone in the driveway." Excellent line in the movie. Movie paces well, and at the end, the twist is amazing. Spoiler alert: if you do not want to hear the twist, click off. We find out that Adelaide is the actual tethered Adelaide, or Adelaide. Sorry about that, Adelaide, and that the Adelaide we've been following in the movie is actually the tethered version. They switched, and it is implied. And I love how they end the movie. Because the son turns and he figures it out in his mind. He knows something's up, and the mom goes and smiles. Amazing way to end a movie. Jordan Peele, amazing filmmaker. Love his movie. That's why Us was my number 1 movie, horror movie of 2019. Next week, surprise dropping video. Don't know what I'm going to do next week yet. But look forward to next Tuesday's release. I'm going to be going on a, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to be going on a scheduled weekly release of probably every Tuesday from now on for the future. Don't count me to it. I'm probably really bad at releasing, but I'm hoping that I can get a schedule every Tuesday. You should be looking forward to new videos on the channel. Probably not ranking videos because I'm not really good at ranking stuff. And I don't know, but I'd like to do other stuff. I'd like to get back to doing, well, I really want to do movie-related content because that's what I've been more passionate about. Like in the past, I tried to reinvent myself with vlogs. I'm still going to do the Christmas vlogs when they come around, don't worry about that. But I'm thinking about doing like more movie-related stuff because that's the stuff that I've turned to love. Maybe my action figure shelf, I don't know. But I'll probably do some movie unboxings. I've got a few packages coming. I don't know when they'll be here considering the pandemic we're in. But as soon as they get here, I will make a video for you guys. I've got like 4 packages coming, which is pretty sick. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed my ranking. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there. But also, stay safe, guys. Please follow the social distancing rules. If we follow the rules, we can beat this virus, hopefully, and maybe we'll be able to go outside again. See our friends and go back to school. When we're in August, when we're supposed to, just please stay safe. If you see anybody with signs, or if you yourself feel symptoms of the coronavirus, please stay indoors. Don't get near people, don't cough on them, and look for medical help. I'm pretty sure there's stations set up at your local hospitals that are trained to help with the coronavirus. Please stay safe, guys. Thank you for all watching my video. Also, remember, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.